Hello, hello, and may the force be with you. It is I, Serpent, and I am once again playing Knights of the Old Republic. The original Knights of the Old Republic. The first, some might even say the greatest Knights of the Old Republic. I'm not saying that that's my opinion, just that some people might say that. Anyway, if you've been following this grand and epic series, you will know that I just finished Tatooine. Yeah, there's my nice little journal with no more Tatooine quests in it. Wonderful times, wonderful times. But now I have to deal with this little one, Sasha.
Mucha shaka paka. Mucha shaka paka.
And I'm going to bring her back to Dantooine to reunite her
Abuk shami no nok.
with her family. Poor girl was kidnapped by Mandalorians. The scum. Oh, they're such honorable warriors that it doesn't stop them from kidnapping little girls, now does it? And before you say, well, the Jedi do that, I don't agree with that either. Anyway, at the end of Tatooine, let's see what the state of our crew is. Let's start with Karth here.
Yes, what's on your mind?
We didn't end our last discussion very well.
I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important. It's just, I feel a bit useless. I mean, I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league.
Hey, we'll figure things out together. You know, close, intimately. Why don't you return to the front lines, then?
Because this is more important. This may really finally make a difference. I suppose even if I can't figure out everything that's going on, I still want to help if I can. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I?
Oh, baby. I'll give you a royal pain in the backside. Don't worry about it, Karth.
No, I do worry about it. I've traveled the lanes more than once. I should know better than this. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology?
Only if you agree to work with me, for once.
Done. Let's get underway then, shall we, partner?
Yay! Karth has apologized for his previous behavior and has promised to try not to punish his current companions for the betrayals of people in his past. Whether he can accomplish this remains to be seen.
Yes, what's
Do
in
you
your
got
mind?
anything else to tell me? To talk about? Nope.
You got it.
Bastila, how's things going?
How can I help?
So, you kept the holocron. It was the holocron that belonged to her father, that her mother wanted.
Yes, but I don't feel any better. After all my training, I would have thought myself above such anger. For it to come so easily disturbs me greatly. I don't need a holocron to remember my father. And I will never see Mother again. Have I learned nothing? No, I don't want to talk about this. Thank you, but I must think about what I have done. How can I help? Then I suggest we move on.
Maybe I should have made her give the hologram back to her mom, but her mom did deserve it. Her mom was such a terrible person. Like, it would only have fed her terribleness. You know, it's not a matter of anger. It's a matter of the mother being someone who... I want Bastila to have a connection with her dead father. And the mother clearly didn't care.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
In all my playthroughs of this game, Juhani is the one I most often romance. But I won't be doing it this time because it's not canon. Tell me about your past. What are you thinking of? What are you thinking about?
I have been thinking much about our journey, and I am grateful and honored that you have accepted me with you. I am not used to such unbiased acceptance from one who is nearly a stranger to me.
I mean, you're also a
Cathar do
Jedi,
not make
like, even if you
friends
weren't a
easily,
sexy cat.
or for
Even
long.
if you weren't sexy, rather.
Even on Dantooine, I remained
it
alone. Not ostracized exactly, but separate.
It must have been difficult for you.
Yes, it was. I find it difficult to speak of those things. I do not want to live that way ever again.
You won't,
And here,
Johnny.
it seems
You
different.
have friends now.
It is warming. I feel almost welcome. Needed. You seem to be very decisive when it is required of you. It is reassuring to know that I can count on someone like you.
Well, I do tend to be decisive, but then that's only because I'm the protagonist. No, but love is a tricky thing. And I'm not talking about romantic love. I'm talking about any kind of love. It's a tricky thing because in order to open yourself up to it, you have to open yourself up to getting hurt, and you will get hurt. But also, it's worse to live without it. You know, it's worse to live without those connections. We are social creatures. We need the connections. We are all in this together.
Yes, and that is my point. I find it difficult to explain. It is so different from what I am used to. Just thank you for accepting me.
Thank you for being my friend.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Tell me about your past.
Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. They, all of them, were so very invigorating.
Invigorating? The Jedi?
They were so very alive.
Really?
So
the Jedi?
full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic.
What do you mean, tragic?
Well, yes. These Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting. But to us, they seemed invincible.
Well, that makes sense then. It wasn't
who
your
they talked
standard
about
Jedi.
all
It was
the
the
time.
Jedi who specifically
Paragons
couldn't
of
stand
light
by.
and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods.
Damn straight I do look divine. But, yeah, so these were the Jedi that when the Mandalorians attacked Cathar and ravaged the planet, could not stand idly by. And felt that despite what the Council said, they had to enter to defend the people of the galaxy like the Cathar. And so, yeah, I can see those particular Jedi being invigorated and full of life. That makes sense to me. The Jedi are not gods.
I know that. I was using poetic license. But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long.
What happened?
The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations.
Was it that bad?
Of course it was. They took their frustrations and hate out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that.
I mean, as long as you do not let your anger influence you. How can you not be angry at your people being treated like that? How can that not bring anger? It's a matter of controlling that anger and not allowing it to control you.
Don't you see? The very fact I mentioned it means it has its influence. Anger can lead to the dark side, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I, it would seem. But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey.
I mean, maybe better, but only because I'm more experienced and more centered. And I know it seems weird saying more experienced, but as you'll find out later, I'm more experienced. You have heard from Juhani that her people were oppressed and ostracized by the human majority. It seems that the Jedi were the only ones to treat her fairly, and may be why she admires them so much. Perhaps in a little while she will reveal more.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
No,
of course. If there is anything else, I am here to help.
Nothing right now. Once again, saving. For those who have not been watching the previous videos, I save often because, one, this is an old game and it's prone to crashing, and two, it's a game based on the D20 system, which tends to have a very wide RNG swing between critical success and critical failure that overwhelms paltry things like skill points. Which means sometimes I'm just going to have a string of really bad luck that kills me. So I save often. Also, the game crashes sometimes. Sometimes it takes down the entire stream, so if the stream goes down, that's what happened, and I will be back shortly. Is there something you watch? I like giving Zalbar a posh voice. I want you to make me a grenade. You've got a bunch already. You rarely don't want these things banging around together. Use some up first. Anything more to say about yourself, Zalbar? I will honor my life debt, but I don't feel we share more from that. Mission may say more, but I will not. Then I will leave you be. Thank you. Beep, 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 boop. Let's get some programming spikes. Oh. I have too many programming spikes. Alright. Let's do this systematically. Let's go this way first. Oh, I thought Mission was in here. I guess she's not. Mission! Where are you? There's a stowaway. We've already talked to her. Gonna take her back soon. Gizkas. I am never getting rid of these Gizkas. I think they're adorable. I mean, look at that. That's adorable. It coos enthusiastically when I pet it. That is so adorable. I know the Gizkas stay. The Gizkas stay in the ship. The ship is now a Gizka preserve. What do we got here? HK.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
You know anything about these Gizka, HK?
Statement. I have little knowledge of that to impart, Master.
Okay.
Statement.
Let's restore some
Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process. Request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude.
Okay, we're going to spend repair parts this time because I just don't have a high enough, even trying to build repair. I'm a Jedi Guardian. It's cross-class for me.
Statement.
And I don't have the
As
skill
you wish,
points to put into
Master.
it.
The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central control cluster. This may take a while. First, you will need to open 3 panels.
I have a mod that allows you to do it just
And now
with repair
rewire
parts.
the last 3 relays. Yes, good. Well done, Master. I believe your operation was a success. Accessing new memory. Access complete. I have restored a great deal of information about my previous owner, Master. Would you like to hear it?
Yes. Let me hear it.
Recitation. The earliest memory of my last owner specifies that he was human, a low-ranking commercial officer for SciTech Corporation. I am unaware of his designation. He purchased me from an acquaintance I cannot identify for the purposes of protocol and bodyguard duties.
All right. Why can't you... You mentioned this SciTech Corporation when I purchased you.
Explanation. Affirmative, Master. I had assumed that my previous owner was the corporation itself. This is not the case. The human purchased me privately.
Oh, interesting. This man, is he still alive?
Answer. Negative, Master. The human was terminated by this HK-47 unit prior to system shutdown.
You killed your own master?
Affirmative, Master. Though I had not been programmed to do so. The human's termination was accidental. Explanation. My former master had owned me for a duration of 2 standard months before discovering my assassination protocol. He was pleased by the discovery. The human informed me that a competitor corporation was preparing to market a product that would ruin him personally. He was most agitated. He activated my assassination protocol and instructed me to kill all those responsible for the competing product. I proceeded to carry out my order.
And how did that result in his death?
My former master was unaware of this, but the competitor was in fact an arm of SciTech Corporation, my master's own employer. It did not take long for my master to realize his mistake. By then, I had already terminated 104 corporate officers.
Wow. So he just set you upon his own company?
Observation. While it may have been unintentional, my master's wording of his orders left little room for me. SciTech was responsible for the product, after all. I do not know why my master was so upset, really. He was an officer of SciTech and a potential target, but I cannot terminate my own master. I would assume that being the sole officer remaining, he would surely be promoted. Instead, however, the human chose to go insane with rage and attack me.
I see. And that's when you killed him.
Objection. Naturally not, Master. As I said, I am incapable of purposefully terminating my owner. That would not be allowed. My master was not a smart man, however. While he was screaming and stabbing me with a writing utensil, he managed to pierce one of my actuators. The resulting shock terminated him and sadly destroyed my assassination protocol. Pure luck on his part, I suspect.
Well, it was his own fault.
Statement. I was only doing as I was told, Master. I would have told the human the proper codes to deactivate my protocol, had he asked. I shut down immediately whenever my master dies. I can only assume that while I was shut down, SciTech was dismantled and I was auctioned off as former corporate property.
I see.
Observation. No doubt my sale price was quite cheap, leading to Yukalaka's purchase. How very demeaning.
Didn't they know what you had done?
Statement. How could they? The vast majority of the officers had already been terminated. They likely assumed I was mere chattel.
Are you sure this actuator can't be fixed?
Assessment. I do not believe so, Master. It would require complete dismantlement of my chassis. A most involved procedure.
Did you recover any other memories?
I have recovered knowledge of some other actuators which will enhance my performance, Master. I will activate them now. But as for my own history, negative. It will require further effort on your part to restore them, if you wish. Though certain stimuli could always restore my core still, as I explained. For now, please excuse me, Master. I wish to meditate upon the face of my former meatbag master as he was electrocuted. I find it most soothing.
Right. So, HK-47 now has a permanent +2 to dexterity. Wonderful! Successful tampering with HK-47's memory core has recovered the droid's memory of his most recent owner. The dissolution of the owner's company and auctioning of its assets must be how HK-47 ended up in the droid shop on Tatooine. How the droid got to the executive, however, is unknown. All right.
Statement.
Repair him a little more.
HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process.
Right.
Request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude.
Going to use repair parts to fix you.
Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central control cluster. This may take a while. First, you will need to open 3 panels. And now rewire the last 3 relays.
Yes.
Yes, good. Well done, Master. I believe your operation was a success.
Hooray!
Accessing new memory.
Yay.
Access complete. I have recovered information on my owner previous to the commercial officer, Master. Intriguing.
What's so intriguing?
Statement. It appears that my previous owner was a human senator on the planet Coruscant.
Ooh.
A man of importance who obviously appreciated quality craftsmanship.
Yeah, important bigwig. Did this senator know about your assassination function?
Answer. It does not seem so, Master. No. He required a protocol droid only and wanted one as cheaply as possible. I do not know who sold me to him. I do remember that I was very pleased to be the property of a senator. One of his assistants discovered my assassination functions later through questioning. The assistant was quite alarmed and told the senator I should be scrapped quickly to avoid a scandal. Naturally, the senator had me eliminate the fool.
So we're not talking about a nice senator, I see.
Observation. Senators are not nice, Master. They are either on top of the game or yesterday's news. My master told me that frequently.
Never trust a politician.
I was most proud to have partaken in the political system of the galaxy. During the time my owner possessed me, he gained significant rank. Given time, I believe he could have become Chancellor.
Ooh.
I even eliminated a few key opponents that he did not ask for. Freebies, if you will.
You can do that?
Answer. Certainly. Why not? I am an intelligent droid, you know. I see an opportunity, and I take it. And my master was most pleased with my work. Observation.
Ah, I see.
I think he would have done far better had he not allowed his use of me to become personal. He set me on his wife.
And why would he do that?
Answer. I am unsure. The human was most agitated and angry. I believe his wife had done something that had displeased him greatly. I was to go to their summer estate and terminate his wife, along with whatever male companion I discovered there.
Oh, I see. So his wife was cheating on him.
Statement. I have no idea, Master. Cheating seems to be a relevant term only when one is caught in the act. Otherwise, it is viewed as intelligence. No? I journeyed to the southern continent, but it appeared my master was not far behind me. Apparently, he regretted his activation of the protocol. When I found the wife and her companion, I proceeded to launch my attack, but my master interposed his own body and was destroyed. It was rather a strange meatbag thing to do, do you not agree? Naturally, I shut myself down, my master being terminated.
Well, apparently he got a conscience at the end.
Observation. I find that unlikely. Perhaps he was more concerned that the death of his wife would be more likely traced back to him.
Quite possible. What happened to you then?
Statement. I believe the senator's wife was unsure what I was or what to do with me. It was she who sold me to the corporate officer, an acquaintance.
So that's 2 out of 2 master skill.
Observation. Only so far, Master. There are still more memories not recovered, remember?
All right. Have you recovered any other memories?
Answer. As previously, I have found a few more programs which will enhance my performance. A most gratifying discovery, in fact. There is still nothing from previous memories uncovered. You will have to operate again if you desire to find them. With luck, I will discover the stimulus to unlock my core, and all this will be unnecessary. I do thank you for the attempt, however, Master.
+2 to defense. Nice. Very nice, very nice. Memories of HK-47's owner prior to the corporate executive have been recovered. The death of that owner shut HK-47 down, and eventually his wife unwittingly sold the droid to the executive. How the senator acquired HK-47 is unknown. Well, let's try to make it known. I don't know how many repair parts I have left.
HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
Let's go ahead and do as much of it as we can.
Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master,
because,
then I can certainly
more
guide
powerful
you through
HK
the
is
process.
the better. Also, I want his memories.
I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude.
What his real history is. No, don't have enough repair parts. So that's it for that.
Statement. As you desire, Master. Signing off.
Canderous. He's scandalous.
Yeah, what do you want?
Tell me more about the Mandalorian Wars, George.
We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once the Jedi Revan took charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. Revan was a genius on the field. Revan abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others would be too fortified to strike, and was willing to make sacrifices in order to advance goals. And in the end, Revan proved too much for us.
Apparently we're about to go into an ad break, so see you on the other side. Here we are on the ad break. Let's see, what should we do with that? Or are we in an ad break? I guess not. I guess we're not. Perhaps I misread that. Anyways, let's see. You couldn't have won against the whole galaxy.
But it was close. So close. It looked like the entire galaxy was within our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars.
What happened in the battle?
It was not your ships or your men or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, the Jedi Revan, that you prevailed. His strategies and tactics defeated the best of us. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of his attacks, the tenacity of his defenses, and the subtleties of his plans.
Okay.
He fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance.
Canderous should know better than this, because certainly competent, brilliant commanders matter a great deal in a war. But to say that it was all because of one man, there's so many troops involved in a war, and so many different units that all have to follow the grand strategy with their individual tactics. And yeah, that's... I said, oh, there's the ad break. It just took a little while to get on there. All right. So yeah, I'm going to pontificate on the nature of this for a little while. I'm not saying that great generals aren't important. Great generals are obviously important. Having a successful strategy by somebody who understands strategy is important. But without the soldiers, and without the sergeants over the squads, and without the lieutenants over the companies and the captains and the majors and all the way up the chain, without these people being able to competently carry out their orders and also to improvise when necessary, because that's an important thing, is improvising, because the general can't control every single piece on the battlefield. He has to trust that his subordinates will be able to make the call when it comes to that. And that's just as important. So, yes, perhaps Revan won where another commander would have lost. But you can't say that Revan single-handedly defeated the Mandalorians, because Revan led an army. This is an issue with great man theory of history, and I have problems with the great man theory of history. This is the idea that history is shaped by heroes, by individuals. Individuals certainly have an impact on history, but individuals really never shape history on their own. There has to be a mass movement among large groups for anything in history really to get done. Now, that does not mean that individual people cannot have a tremendous impact. Very obviously they can. But we have this tendency to assume that because Alexander the Great was the leader of the Macedonian army, that it was Alexander the Great who conquered the world, when really it was the Macedonian army, led by Alexander the Great, that conquered the world. And that is a very important distinction. Anyway, we're about done with the ad break right now, so here we go. Let's see. So, why didn't you retreat? That's a good question to ask a Mandalorian.
It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And Revan won. I don't hold a grudge against Revan, and neither do any of my people. It was the greatest moment of my life to be in that battle. If Revan had been a Mandalorian, nothing in the galaxy would have stopped us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else you want to know?
Can you give me some adrenals?
Hey, don't worry. I think you've got enough there as it is.
But I was using
You don't want to overload yourself on stims. Otherwise you might... A real warrior knows his own limits and... There anything else?
All right.
Your...
Canderous described the end of Mandalorian wars to you. He seemed to admire Revan greatly. But maybe you can ask him about this later.
Yeah, what do you want?
No, not that I can ask him now. All right. That leads out. Mission is this away. Hello, mission. Save before we talk to mission.
Hey there. What can I do for you?
I want to talk to you about your brother.
Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, that's it.
Okay. Hey there.
Hello. You make me a security
Sorry,
spike?
I don't have one handy right now. Besides...
All right. Well, that goes for that. That's talking to everybody. Everybody's good. Everybody's great. Everybody's ready to go and raring to go. And that means we're going back to Dantooine to drop off that stowaway. Dantooine. There we go. Audio in this part because unfortunately I can't turn off the audio for the music for this, and the music is indeed copyrighted. But you get to see the pretty visuals. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Oh, wait, we're not done yet. Not done yet. That was my bad, sorry. In the original unmodded game, you have to play the blow up the Sith minigame every single time you travel, basically. They're going to ambush you. And that just gets tedious because it's always the same game. So I have a mod in there that cuts that out. That's just a little quality of life thing. All right. See if HK knows anything about Dantooine, since he's never been here before. Oh, wait. Oh, that's not where HK is. Took the wrong turn there. Sorry. There's HK.
Statement. HK4.
No, he has nothing to ask him about this planet. All right. Well, we'll just go out. And we will take Bastila and... No, we'll take Bastila and Jahani, since they have the most to gain from Dantooine and the Jedi Temple. Lur Arcasulas, tell me what you know, buddy. Greetings, Sentient. May I take a moment of your time for a question? Go ahead. I represent a human citizen country by the name of Brundil of Suleim. His ranch has had considerable difficulty with Mandalorian radars for many years. His young daughter was kidnapped by those raiders many years ago and is not been returned. Might you have news of her? Her name is Sasha. Why, I know Sasha. There's a stowaway on my ship by the name of Sasha. This is most exciting news, Sentient. Are you certain of this? Yes, I am. She only speaks a smattering of Mandalorian, but I was able to figure it out. You have convinced me, Sentient, that your stowaway is indeed the one I think. Would you allow me to see her? Blame Dave Filoni for why Twi'leks are French. Certainly. I'll bring you to my ship. Let us go there now. I am most anxious to see her. It doesn't explain why I'm making him John Cleese French, but you know. Though you have aged, young Sentient, I do believe you are indeed the one I see. I'm here to return you to your father. I see that Serpent was correct about your linguistic difficulties. I'm positive that your parents could assist you with it.
Kipuna, bonana kichu.
Calm yourself, child. I will tuck you home.
Dong abuk shami nonok.
Lurk and Nabads. Nugisen Lesfa, Sasha.
Tong ki ba non tontek. Selima wanga kunbikin.
Thank you for the assistance, Sentient. I'm sure the girl's parents will be most appreciative of our efforts. Yes, most appreciative. How exactly is that going to be demonstrated to me? Sasha has been handed over to the Lur Arca, and hopefully is now on her way back to her family. Problem solved. With luck, this will mean less messes in the food stores unless Zalbar has another one of his late-night cravings. Oh, Big Z. Let's see, while we're here, why don't we go ahead and chat with the Jedi Council, maybe? See what's up with that. Well, let's go shopping, too. I do want shopping.
Ikukuno no ba. Jeda badawana ni Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Mucho shak pakat. Kachi run.
How dare you make such an offer? Ooh. This is an insult to everything the Jedi
He's trying to buy crystals from me.
Crystals are
lightsaber
sacred.
Crystals.
No self-respecting Jedi would ever do such a thing.
Tong abog sha umninang. Wanga kumbis king balemuraya. Johnny yon tunjiji idadwana. Kavavolpa mulji gumana. Chi gratug loda.
Be the first I don't think the Jedi Council approves, but they don't make a big deal about it. They've got more important things to worry about. Yeah, both the people I brought along with me, though, hate the idea, so no, I'm not going to do that.
Jodo jidbungarantang. Achuta. Wonga kunbis dolbi kikoyana. Dong patugas makdelia.
I'm definitely not going to do that. Let's see what you have to say. Let's see what we can get here. Really good assault rifle. Ooh, those are both good. Is that it? Did I already buy the... Yeah, I already got those. Sienna Strength Enhancer, maybe. Let's see what I've currently got in that slot. Brejik's Belt, which is just resist 5 versus bludgeoning. Brejik's Armband, which is resist 5 versus slashing. So yeah, it would be better to get that other belt. Let's get that other belt here. Sienna Strength Enhancer. Oh, I don't quite have the credits. Well, let's sell some stuff then. Like Sand People clothing that I definitely don't need anymore. Or Davik's Warsuit that I definitely don't need anymore. Oh, I don't know. Davik's Warsuit is pretty good. Could, of course, always sell some of the crystals. Ha ha ha, no. No, but I can sell the Mandalorian heavy pistols, so don't need those anymore. And the blaster rifles. And probably some of those, but I'm not going to bother right at the moment. Oh, I could have just gone over to buy. Hit the wrong button. Anyways, what's important right now is that I get the CNS Strength Enhancer, which I now have just enough money for. And that will allow me to swap it out for that. That's going to give me some nice boosts to my stuffs. Yuri, got anything useful to say? No. Just more about the Great Hunt. Which is not the same as the Great Hunt in Star Wars The Old Republic MMO. That Great Hunt is about bounty hunters. This Great Hunt is about hunting Terrantiteks, who are horrifying. Although you do find Terrantiteks in Star Wars The Old Republic. Probably more of them than you should, canonically, but oh well. Power creep and all that.
May the Force be with you in your quest.
Really? Nothing else? Nothing else there?
It is well that you are still alive, Padawan, in that you have not yet managed to fail us completely. Why is it that you are now bothering me instead of seeking out the star map?
Jeez. He has nothing.
You have a mission
to
do it. The Council has placed the fate of the galaxy within your hand.
Master Avruk.
You must not fail in your mission.
Okay.
Find the star maps that lead to the Star Forge.
I found one.
This is the only way to stop Malak and his Sith followers.
Fair.
You and Bastila are the galaxy's last desperate hope.
But beware that dark side. Bastila will guide you, but she herself is young and new to the ways of the Jedi. You must help her as much as she helps you.
I will.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan.
Yes.
We pray you are up to the challenge.
Oh, I
May
so
the Force be with you.
Right. Okay. That's all you have to say then.
Greetings, young Padawan. Have you come seeking knowledge of the past? Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it.
Yeah, just
Or
like
so
you're
they
doomed to
say.
repeat
As
Sandiana.
chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I find your quest for knowledge admirable. But I do not want to overwhelm you with the long history of the Jedi Order.
Overwhelm
you
me.
should
That would
ponder
be
the
such a
history of
splendid
Revan.
afternoon.
It contains many lessons you may need if we hope to defeat Malak and the Sith.
I see. Well, he's not saying anything new either. Nothing new from the Council. Because the Council are useless. As the Jedi Council almost always is. I love the Jedi. Kinda hate the Jedi Council. Scratch the kinda. I hate the Jedi Council. I really do. All right. Now, as the title of my stream promised, it is time to go to the next planet, which happens to be the planet of the Wookiees. Wookie. Time to go to Kashyyyk. Terrain, temperate forest. Native species, Wookiees. Docking Zerka Corp outpost. That bodes ill. Flying off from Dantooine. Into space. Space. The one place not corrupted by capitalism. And then off into the wild blue, starry black yonder. Oh, we're gonna get a new vision, it seems. Oh, it's a vision of the Kashyyyk star map. Ah, I see. Welcome to Kashyyyk. Currently a subsidiary of Zerka Corp. Cash Money Chic. Landing through the Rocher trees. Here we are. Another
vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge.
Yes.
Kashyyyk is a lush but simple and undeveloped world. I would not have expected to find the alien technology of a star map here.
It does seem strange, doesn't it? It looks like the star map was on the forest floor.
The Wookiees of Kashyyyk make their home high among the Rocher branches. Only their bravest warriors dare to descend into the forbidding depths of the forest.
Well, I guess
the
it's
star
time to be a
map
brave
is
warrior.
located far beneath us on the planet's surface, as our vision seems to suggest. It's unlikely the Wookiees even know of its existence. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Right. Let's see what people know about this
Yes, what's
place.
on your mind?
Oh, I can talk to more. Tell me why you want revenge on Saul so badly.
I already told you, he betrayed us all.
It just seems to be more personal than that, is all.
Well, there is more to it. I'm sure you don't want to hear about it.
I do. If that's all right with you.
It's just that I don't talk about it very much, okay? I told you about my homeworld, Telos. 4 years ago, Saul led the Sith fleet there and demanded its surrender. The planet refused, and Saul proceeded to devastate its entire surface. Millions died. I had a wife and a son on Telos. I thought they would be safe there, but my task force arrived too late to be of much help. We didn't have enough medical supplies. The colony was burning, and the dying were everywhere. I remember holding my wife and screaming for the medics, but they didn't come in time.
It's terrible. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Of course not. How could you? I had nothing left after that, really. I devoted myself to the fleet. Hunting Saul was my only purpose. I miss them. And I know killing Saul won't bring them back. And it won't make me happy again, but I have to do it. I don't expect you to understand, but I have to pay him back for what he's done. I have to. That's all I have left.
It's not something a Jedi can do, but you're not a Jedi. What was she like? Your wife?
She had courage, and she was stubborn. Could never talk her out of anything once she put her mind to it. And she hated it when I signed back onto the fleet at the start of the war. I had planned on leaving soon to join her.
So, what happened to your son? You didn't say.
His name was Dustil, and I don't know what happened to him. The colony was a complete ruin, and we never found any trace of him. I made inquiries and followed the reports from Telos for years, but I stopped. Anyway, I hope that answers your questions. Let's continue with what we were doing.
Yeah, it answers some of my questions. You've learned that Karth's wife and son were lost when Saul Karath led the Sith's fleet against Karth's homeworld, making him swear vengeance on the man he once admired. Whether he will ever get a chance to make good on his oath remains to be seen.
Yes, what's on your mind?
All right, tell me about this place.
Kashyyyk is covered by a giant forest, I hear. Trees kilometers high. The Wookiees live in the higher branches, I think. Well, that's all I can think of, at any rate. You got it.
Bastila.
How can I help?
I can't even ask her about Kashyyyk. She doesn't know anything about Kashyyyk. She doesn't know anything about Kashyyyk. Oh, Zalbar. Zalbar, you know what? I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna save you for last.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about? Of course. How may I be of assistance?
What do you know about this world?
I have heard of this world, Kashyyyk. It is a place of giant trees that have overgrown the entire world, blanketing it in greenery. But while it is beautiful to behold at times, it can also be quite deadly. Many creatures and predators lurk in the leaves and branches.
I see.
Some small, Some undoubtedly quite large. I have
Beautiful
heard
and deadly,
that the bottom layers of the trees
Reminds
have
me of
never been
someone.
seen by a living being who returned to tell of it, and that traveling there is certain death. I do not envy any who go there.
I'm gonna go there.
It is most odd that Revan came here. But perhaps in the vast canopy of one of these trees, we may find another piece of the star map.
Yeah, no,
I have heard
it's on
of
the forest
no
border.
indigenous race that inhabits this world. But I must profess my ignorance, since I have only heard its name in passing. How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
You literally travel with a Wookiee, Juhani. We are traveling with a resident of Kashyyyk. Nothing for now, perhaps.
Of course. If there is anything else, I am here to help.
What do you mean you don't know anything about the native population? We're traveling with one of the native population. And you're no help, little droid. Sigh. No more stowaway. Sasha's gone.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. As you...
He has nothing. Let's see if Canderous has anything to talk about.
Yeah, what do you want?
You know anything about this world?
It has big trees, in case your eyes don't work anymore. But I
snarky.
do know that there is one exceptional race on this world. The Wookiees. The Wookiees, although primitive compared to us, are surprisingly capable warriors. They're strong and pick up combat techniques pretty quickly. I think they're more than a match for the average Republic or Sith trooper. When we were looking for targets, we considered this world carefully. We were wondering if we'd have to use larger weapons than our war droids if we wanted to clear the damn forest so we could fight in the open. Too many trees means they can go into hiding too easy. And what's a continent or two turned to glass if we get the whole world after? Do you have anything else you want to ask?
Terrible way to look at it.
Your choice.
But I suppose it's an accurate tactical assessment. Let's look at this. We've currently got a Rubat and a Sigil Crystal, but let's look at Diamond. Gives a +3 to attack bonus, so easier to hit. Pupilla gives a +3 energy damage bonus and massive criticals. So I think the smart thing to do is to switch those out there. Diamond and Opila now. And we'll also mess with Bastila's. What does the Bondar Crystal do? Stuns. Now we're going to keep the stun. And then Juhani's crystal will assemble there. Juhani has a blue crystal. I think Juhani should have a violet crystal. And Bastila's gold crystal, I think... A yellow crystal, I think, should be a green crystal. Let's see what else we've got here. We want to make sure that Zalbar's Bowcaster is as equipped as possible. That still doesn't have that. We are going to take those out of carts then. Beam Splitter and Improved Energy Cell. Why did we not have those? Ah, because I have to actually assemble that. And now I can put those in there and assemble that. I have nothing else there. I'm going to put those back into Carth's Blaster. There we go. I'm going to take that out, put it into Missions Vibroblade. Don't have that for Kalanords, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna go into this now. Da-ti-da-ti-da-ti-da-ti-da. We're at Strength Amplifier. That's gonna make me attack hard and hit hard. Excellent. You no longer get the bowcaster because I am actually going to take Zalbar with me this time. And that means Zalbar needs his bowcaster. Can Zalbar wear any armor? No, Zalbar cannot. Can Zalbar wear any headgear? No, Zalbar cannot. However, Zalbar can wear some implants. Immunity critical hits and awareness +1. That's dexterity +1, and that's constitution +1. Let's give him a constitution package right there. We'll give him strength gauntlets. Fortitude +3. Stealth field generator. We're going to give him Brechic spell, give him a little bit of resistance. And then I was also going to... Oh, right. I forgot to put that. We're going to give him an Akani shield. And mission, we're going to do that. Give you stabilizer gauntlets. And an Akani shield. All right. I think that's a good setup there. And here we go on to Kashyyyk. We're taking mission, and we are taking Zalbar. Greetings to you. I am pleased to welcome you to planet G563. I do not see a ship on my docking schedule. The Zerka Corporation will see to your needs, of course, but there will be a 100 credit docking for any event. I feel. Gotta get some information about the planet. I thought this was Kashyyyk. That is what the dominant indigenous species calls the world, but maintaining this outpost grants Zerka Corporation naming rights in the trade guide. So you named it a string of numbers? But I'm sorry, I really must insist the docking fees be paid before I impart any further services. I must follow proper procedure for collection of the correct fees. I will extend what resources the Zerka Corporation can offer. I'm sure you understand. Is the price negotiable? There's simply put no. Operation of these remote outposts is an expensive endeavor. Alright, we're gonna be in an ad break soon, so... Let's deal with... I named this particular stream. I named this particular stream Kashyyyk Money because during this time period, Kashyyyk was taken over by Zerka Corporation, which is, of course, going to exploit the crap out of it. Kashyyyk gets exploited a lot in the Star Wars universe. The Wookiees, unfortunately, being so strong but also having such a strong sense of family and honor, make for good slaves. The sense of family and honor means they can be manipulated. You know, after all, no Wookiee is going to want to... no Wookiee's going to want to misbehave if the Empire has their children, you know, under a blaster there. You know, their wives, their cousins, all of that. it's a bit ironic because the Wookiees are some of the most formidable single combatants in the Star Wars universe. Hand-to-hand fighting, they are unmatched. It's just, but it does go to show how fear is used to keep people in line, and yet Wookiee rebellions are very common as well, because fear is not an effective means of keeping people down. It works in the short term, but it also builds resentment, and you will end up with people who either have nothing to lose or else find inner depths of courage, something that space fascists know nothing about, because of course space fascists in this game, the Empire in this game, the Empire in this game is cowardly. Ultimately, they're all cowards. This is the thing about the Sith. The Sith code sounds nice and individualist, doesn't it? The Sith code goes, peace is a lie, there is only passion. Through passion I gain strength. Through strength I gain power. Through power I gain victory. Through victory my chains are broken. The Force will free me. Doesn't that sound like a wonderful individualistic take on things that also directly responds to some of the rougher parts of the Jedi code, like the fact that the Jedi eschew emotion, because emotion is an important part of being, for lack of a better term, human. But they have enslaved that code to a fascist government, which means when you talk about my chains shall free me, well, you're not going to be freed from the chains of the Emperor, because the Emperor is an absolute authority. You're not going to be freed from the chains of the Sith Lords, because they are an absolute authority. You're not going to be freed from the chains of your direct superiors, because you are their subordinate, and if you defy them, there will be retribution from that tyrannical authority. So, right away, they are giving up the idea of breaking their chains and the Force freeing them. And this is because of cowardice. Ultimately, totalitarian regimes, particularly fascism, appeal to the cowardly, because they don't think they can get by without a hierarchy. And they want everybody else oppressed. They're scared. Anyways, now we're back from the ad break, so let's use the Force whammy on him, because I don't particularly respect the need for a corporate stooge to get money.
Perhaps you don't need to pay the donkey fee. Any services you need will more than make up for it. I see you have a Wookiee with you. Can I assume you understand their language for fees corporation can provide a translator for you during your visit? That will not be necessary. I understand more than you can know. Very well, it is no concern of mine. I will simply assume you are one of the rare sort who take the languages easily. I mean, this is true, yes. Now then, please follow me to our information center. I will answer any further questions there. Alright. Comad? Wait, Comad the Hunter? Definitely gonna come back and talk to him. He was on Tatooine last time I checked. Kashyyyk, my home. I should have prepared you for coming here, but I don't know if I've prepared myself. Prepared me? What do you mean? I didn't leave Kashyyyk voluntarily. Mission must have told you how I was fleeing slavers. But there was more.
I am in exile. The slavers on Kashyyyk only took me after I was forced to leave my village home 20 years ago. Why were you forced to leave? My brother made deals with the slavers and allowed them to get a foothold. I found out and attacked him. The fight was stopped, but my father did not believe me when I told him about my brother's actions. I was made an exile, disowned by my home and people. I should not be here. They will not accept me back. Why didn't your father believe you? When I attacked my brother, I was so mad. I used my claws. You don't understand what that means to a Wookiee. Our claws are tools, not weapons. To use them in battle is to become an animal. It is madness, without honor. I am forever a mad claw in the eyes of my people. Nothing I say is to be trusted. They were right to cast me out. Time has passed. Things will have changed. The slavers are still here. This dock is theirs. I doubt anyone has risen to try and fight. Nothing has changed. I just hope I can prove myself to my people. It will be difficult to make them listen. I just don't know. We'll deal with that if we have to. Let's go. I don't have much hope. But Zalbar, rebellions are built on hope. Alright, we seem to have lost that guy, so let's go back here and see what else we can find.
If you've got business with Zerka Corporation, take it to the director's office.
A mission.
What? Gotcha. Simple.
Interface visor and a mid-back. What does an interface visor do? I wonder. Oh, resist 5 versus Sonic. Oh, computer use 4, demolitions 4, security 4. That might be better than what we got here. What have we got? There's 3 demolitions, 2 security 2. Yeah, definitely better. We're going to put the interface visor on you, mission.
What? This assignment is the worst in the galaxy.
Have you heard who the Sith might be headed next? I don't even know what they're talking to tell us. I guess I should be quite full among Kashyyyk. That could have been posted to Taris. Alright, nothing else behind my trusty ship. Oh, hello, Photo Medu? Photo Medu. Well, Fido my Medu too. What do you want? I don't get a lot of time off from loading cargo. So you're nothing to say. Make it quick. What do you do for a Zerka Corporation? I'm not actually considered a real employee. At least not enough to get one of those uniforms they strut around in. I just load cargo. When a ship comes in, I work straight through the deck. But mostly I just pass the time playing for Zach. You want a game? Let's see, I got somebody in chat. Satiko. Hey, sorry, I missed your chat for a little bit, though. Subman, you ever played this? Yes, I have played KOTOR before, and now I'm playing KOTOR again, but I've never done a canon run before. I've never specifically tried to do all the things that canonically the protagonist does to lead into KOTOR 2 and Star Wars The Old Republic and the connected novels and everything like that. So this is the first time I am deliberately making all of the quote-unquote official decisions. But I have played this game before. I have beat this game before. Let's play Simplify. Sorry, I didn't see your message before.
Kun mulira slimo poiwanga tang ituamaji human acting ikatune kakincha nawa.
Alright, low stakes now, but raise them later. As usual, I'm going to play one game here and then do the rest off of stream because you don't want to just watch me play Bazak the whole time. Starting out with a 10. Meh. The 14, let's see, I've got 3s and 2s. That's one that gives me a little flexibility because I can make the minuses as well. 16. I'm going to stick a 3 on that and call that a 19. And he busts. And 15. This is 17. 17 is not enough. We're gonna push it. Okay. -2 to a 19. Stand on a 19 again. And he busts again. There, finally, low card. Let's see if that maintains. No, it's not gonna. 18, 19, 20. There we go. That gets me a little spending cash. So you beat me fair on that hand. That was pretty well played. I made a few mistakes I shouldn't have. Well, it looks like you got some skill. With the beginner's luck, though. Want another game? Not right now, but I will come back after the stream is over and take him for all he's worth. Right now, I have some questions about Kashyyyk. What? Oh, you mean the Dayan. It's supposed to be called their planet whatever they want, but the company pays the name the trade routes. Oh, so it does have a name, not a number. I don't know much about it, though. I stay here in Locago. You're better off asking the patrol guy or Janos. Heard any off-planet rumors? I heard something about Paris, but I didn't really know anyone from there, so I haven't paid attention. Does that sound bad? I just figured that whatever's going on, whoever's in charge will still always need someone to look great. Alright, goodbye. I have to get back to work anyways. Get back to work. I'll be back later to clean you out. Pomad, what are you doing on Kashyyyk, buddy? Greetings again to you, human. It would seem the call of the hunt has brought us both to this troubled world. Pomad is, of course, Bello from Raiders of the Lost Ark. I have not been here long, but I can already see I will not be as welcome here as I had hoped. Oh, why did you leave your home on Tatooine? It was a hard decision, but I felt I had no other choice. I had done a disservice to the apex predator of that world. It was time to go. For those who haven't seen the previous streams, Pomad helped me take down a crate dragon in less than honorable fashion. I've come here to seek an even greater prey than what we faced on Tatooine, but the climate here is politically cold. And I don't know if I will be allowed to hunt. Whose permission are you looking for? An astute question. Zerka Corporation seems to control here, but they don't care if I wander the Shadowlands, so long as I have paid their docking fee. Instead, I hope to gain the trust of the native Wookiee population. I'm not here to just kill the biggest thing I can find. I want to understand how they hunt. What are you going to do to gain their trust? I have heard of an off-world that has gained respect by living in the Shadowlands for some years. Perhaps I will attempt the same. It could just be hunter tales, though.
Bamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabest.
What do you know of Kashyyyk? I know that I don't know enough. Even from this docking area, I can see this world is a true wonder. My desert-dimmed imagination didn't do it justice. It's just a shame to see Zerka Corporation here. They lack an appreciation for the wild nature of the world. I don't like having to deal with them. Most importantly, Dr. Jones, there is nothing you can have that I cannot take away. If not Zerka, who would you prefer to deal with? The native leadership of the Wookiees, of course. This is their world, after all. I can't understand why they have allowed it to be misused. Perhaps they had no choice. There is always the option to fight, even if there is no option to win. Of course, that is easy for me to say, being an outsider. Okay, Jean-Paul Sartre. I would hope they are not complicit in the enslaving of their world, but it is not my place to judge. I have only just arrived. Use permission. Are you... Oh, they're already... I have to leave. Goodbye. I'm not asking about the star map. No. Farewell. Perhaps we'll meet again. A great hunt on this world would be glorious. You know, for a guy who makes his living killing animals, he's at least nice to talk to.
I don't deal with individual buyers. I'll have my broker contact your people. Please leave me. I've contracts to decipher.
Wins.
You know, Zerka Corporation should burn down some trees. Make room for some swoop races.
That is a terrible idea, and I say this is the swoop champion of Tatooine. Eli Gand and Matin Dassel. What do you have to say, guys?
Greetings to you. Something I can get for you?
Kindly direct your inquiries to me. Matin is merely an indebted employee. His opinions don't amount to much.
And try talking to Matin again.
I think you better talk to Eli directly. He's the boss, for the time being.
Ominous. I like it.
So, new spaces have come to Wild Kashyyyk. Please, look well upon the wares of Eli Gand. I live to serve your needs.
Just be sure to pay cash. The interest on his loans will drain you like a diluvian fatworm on a hut's backside.
First off, hearts are all backside. Secondly, I don't much like the comparison. No need to get personal. It's just business. Poor fellow. He's been waiting for his friends to return with my money for a standard month now. But you don't need to hear this. What can I get you?
You always enslave your debtors?
Enslave? I resent that. Simply fair business. This man's fellows left without settling their debts, so he must make up the difference.
I know, it's standard trading rules. I just want to know where my crew went. I was only gone for 2 days. This isn't like them.
Yes, very sad that they would abandon you, especially while you were doing me a favor and helping repair one of my freighters.
Something about this whole situation stinks worse than an overcrowded Ronto stable.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jordy.
What kind of friends would just abandon a crewmate?
You think you know someone and they turn out to be a cheat. Oh, not like you, Matin. You honor your deals. A word is a bond in trade.
Your debtors have a habit of running off?
It happens from time to time. Credits are scarce out here, and not everyone is as honest as Mr. Daisel here.
You'll get your money. My crew will be back.
Of course they will. Until then, however, I can make use of you as a mechanic. Very rare to find skills of your kind out here.
Yeah, suspicion enters my mind. How much debt buys a man's life?
Oh, it isn't about the amount. After all, as a skilled mechanic, Matten is worth much more than what is owed, especially on this remote planet.
Oh, you flatter me, Eli. I guess we're best buddies now.
As I was saying, it's a matter of principle. I'm nothing if not honest in my dealings, and I demand the same. He'll be free to go when his friends turn up and the debt is paid. I honor my deals. Let no one say otherwise.
Perhaps I could settle some of his debt.
Thanks, but no thanks. No offense, but there's no point in exchanging debt to Eli with debt to you.
Besides, he is a hard worker. I'd prefer to keep him.
That sounds like a confession of the jig there.
Of course. I'm here to serve.
Let's see. What do you know of Kashyyyk?
I don't concern myself with what goes on past this landing port. The Wookiees are very difficult to deal with. No business sense.
You mean they don't tolerate cheats?
No, I mean they don't respect the finer points of a good business plan. Give and take. That's why the Zerk Corporation simply takes.
Business. Numbers. What do you mean by that?
You'd have to take your question to the Zerka Corporation and the Wookiees themselves. I keep to myself.
Right.
Of course. I'm here to serve.
Let's see what you got to...
Of course. You're in a hurry.
Reinforced fiber armor. Looks alright. Defense bonus 11. Max dexterity bonus +2. Immunity to critical hits. Strength +1. Jamohogr was a Zabrak mercenary who feared for his life after a raid on a Sith dreadnought. He spent a fortune on his personal armor, only to be killed while in the bath. How very, very poetic. That looks really good, though. Both sensory visor. We already got something better than that for mission now. Strength gauntlets, which I've already got. Electrical capacitance shield. Makes you immune to electricity. Cyber reaction system. Dexterity +3. Hyper battle stimulants. Gizka poison. No, we're not going to poison the Gizkas. I want the Gizkas. Oh, active quest is where I need to go. Oh, does that mean I've found out all there is to know about Karth? Apparently so. Honest debt. The merchant Eli Gand is holding Matten de Sol as an indentured servant. Matten's crew apparently left Kashyyyk under cover of night to avoid paying a repair debt to Eli. Standard business practice, it seems. Yeah, I don't like that situation at all. We're going to keep our eyes open for that. Figure out what went on there. Let's see. That takes us to the Great Walkway, whereas that's Janice's office, which is where we were heading in the first place. Ooh, crates. Credits, sonic grenades, frag grenades. There's no theft system in this game. Really? Yes. So I could just grab all this.
Welcome to Adian.
I trust you will find our facilities pass inspection. Zerka Corporation is very efficient.
You have nothing to be proud of, fool.
I'm sorry, I don't understand Wookiee speak. Shiri Wook, I think it's called. What did the Wookiee say?
You work on Kashyyyk and don't understand the language?
Zerka Corporation calls the planet Idian, and no, I don't understand the language. The local Wookiee leader has made it so we don't need to. Wookiees are unable to speak Basic, but for the last decade the residents of all local villages have been trained to understand it.
Why would a Wookiee leader do that?
I understand he works very closely with Zerka Corporation. He wants his people to work well with us. It eases tensions.
And it makes my people more desirable as slaves.
What did he say? I don't usually have a translator I can ask.
Then knowing Basic just makes his people better slaves.
I just work here in the lab. I don't have anything to do with the taking of slaves.
Convenient. All the benefits with no guilt.
I don't have to justify myself to you. I do good work here. If you're looking for trouble, go somewhere else.
What is your job here?
I'm conducting experiments on various samples of indigenous plant life. There may be untapped pharmaceutical resources here. Of course, that will take some time, and the Wookiees are a more immediate source of income. Please, I must return to my work.
I want to ask questions about this planet.
I'm sorry, but Director Janos will see to your questions. I must continue my work.
Alright, goodbye for now.
Farewell.
Don't like corpos.
Ka-chikun itahodonga, ikinkuno bamulera chikun, slimopodona rundihodunga
Junior circus scientist. Is that a Wookiee in a Ooh. Save this game, because stuff might happen.
Greetings again. How can Zerka Corporation serve you during your visit to Adate?
It's called Kashyyyk. Tell me about the planet. You called it G5623 before.
G5623 is the numerical designation. The galactic basic name is Indian, chosen by corporate ballot among stockholders. It would seem you are already acquainted with the world, given your choice of traveling companion.
I've been away for a very long time.
You let that beast speak for you? You allow it more liberties than most of our customers.
Alright, Allow it more liberties? What do you mean? It means that they are slaves. They take my people from their homes and sell them to the highest bidder.
Your current Wookiee seems displeased with the situation, but I fail to see a concern. You seem to be a satisfied customer.
Zalbar is no slave. He's pledged a life debt to me.
A very difficult thing to stay. I commend you for it. So much easier than relying on restraining the colors.
Alright, look. Do not be the life debt. Do not.
I must warn you that you will be blamed for the actions of your Wookiee. Please call it out.
You know, Ithorians are normally like kind of hippie guys, and normally, they're very peaceful and sweet and everything like that. And this guy, Why do the Wookiees tolerate you doing this?
It is not me personally. I merely represent Zerka Corporation at this outpost. There are other directors at other stations, of course. Arrangements have been made with the Wookiee leadership. Harvesting is handled as delicately as possible, relatively speaking. You want to talk to me about these agreements? I can tell you about the agreement. We supply arms in exchange for a supply of healthy Wookiees. We are kept profitable, and an agreeable leader is kept in power. It keeps the process from becoming a constant firefight. What is this leader's name? I believe his name is Chunda. I don't deal directly with him. Thank goodness. Far too brutal. My guess is... that was not a name I wanted to hear. Sounds as though your thrall has an opinion about our arrangement with this leader. But it doesn't matter. Chunda is unquestioned. Yeah. 3 guesses who Chundar is, the first 2 don't count. What about it, Zalbar? What's the matter? This is not something I will talk about. Not yet. Yeah, we all know who Chundar is. Is there anything else I have work to do? I have other questions to ask. I will answer if I can. I'd like to ask about the Zerka Corporation. Zerka Corporation has branches in many systems, mostly concerned with weapon production, for personal and ship-mounted use. Of course, the many outposts on this world are only concerned with bioacquisitions. I'd like to talk about the slaving operations here on Idian. Let's see if this gives us anything new or if it just circles back to what was said before. I have a very limited number of things I can say. What do you wish to discuss? I'd think you would need more firepower to keep order. We do things as humanely as possible. There are other outposts, but the operation is very lean overall. Arrangements have been made with the Wookiee leadership. Harvesting is handled as delicately as possible, relatively speaking. Alright, that's just going to the same thing. I need supplies. What's available here? For material goods, I would suggest you speak to the general vendor near the docking area. He keeps his store well stocked. They charge fair value for munitions, goods, and arms. If it is weapons you want, you will need to deal with a Zerka representative. That would be me. If you're here to purchase local species, however, you must wait for a licensed Zerka Corporation trader to return from deliveries outside the system. What weapons do you have available? Zerka maintains a well-stocked armory that is open to all our valued customers. You may browse it at your leisure. I think I will, and we're also about to go into an ad, so this is a perfect time for me to browse their stock at my leisure. Let's see what we got here. Bothan Discord gun. What is this stuff? Attribute damage, dexterity. Blaster cannon. Regular bowcasters, blaster rifles.
He really doesn't have much, does he? Vibration cell. We don't really need a vibration cell. Still very upset about that Wookiee there. What can you tell me, junior Zerka scientist?
The payoff from research is too much of a risk for Zerka to spend much money on it. Slaves are proven commodities.
Of course. Proven commodities. They say. Proven commodities. Because that's definitely a way to talk about sapient beings, isn't it?
The forest could teach us so much. Local fauna is amazing. If I could isolate why the trees grow so big, it would be worth more than 1,000 Wookiee slaves.
Really, would it be worth more than 1,000 Wookiee slaves?
The payoff from research is too much of a risk for Zerka to spend much money on it. Slaves are proven commodities.
Runda diho tonga kun hunkabi.
Hello again. Zerka Corporation is seeing a lot of return business these days. We are the only company offering Wookiees. Please take any inquiries you have to Director Janos. I must continue my work. Farewell.
Nothing new there. Nothing new. Well, what we have here is a planet under the capitalist boot. Well, hello.
Mission, is that you? It's me, Lena, remember?
Oh, dear.
I was dating your brother back on Terrace.
Oh, dear.
Lena? What are you doing here? Where's Griff?
I'm just passing through. Griff and I broke up a few months after we left Terrace together. Probably for the best. Your brother can be charming, Mission, but he's bad news.
Don't you start trashing my brother, you cantina rat. Take that back or I'll smack you so hard your head tails will pop off.
Wow,
What's
Mission.
wrong with you? Why are you acting this way?
You took her brother away and left her all alone on Terrace.
You've got your facts a little backwards. Mission could have come with us if she wanted to. It was her choice to stay behind.
You liar! Griff told me that you didn't want his little sister tagging along. That's why he had to leave me behind.
Is that what the Hutt spawn told you? I wanted you to come with us, Mission. I even offered to pay for your ticket. Why not? I paid for everything else while I was with that freeloader.
Oh,
but he
dear.
told me you didn't want to leave Terrace. I said we shouldn't even go then. But he said we'd come back and get you after we struck it rich on Tatooine. Just another one of his lies.
No, you're the one who's lying. Griff wouldn't... He wouldn't try to leave me behind.
Why should we believe you, Lena?
Think about it. If Griff wasn't trying to ditch you, Mission, then why didn't he tell you where we were going? After we left Terrace, he told me looking after you was holding him back. Griff's always looking to blame other people for his own problems. That's why he abandoned you. He did the same thing to me, too. As soon as I ran out of money, he started blaming me for all of his problems, like it's my fault his get-rich-quick schemes never work out.
So where's Griff now?
Still on Tatooine, as far as I know. Not that I really care anymore. And if Mission was smart, she'd forget about that no-good con artist.
But Griff is my brother. I just can't pretend he doesn't exist. If he was here to defend himself, Lena wouldn't be saying all this bad stuff about him.
Hey, if you want to talk to Griff, go ahead. Last I heard, he was going to make a fortune working the Zerka Corp mines on Tatooine. But as far as I'm concerned, he's out of my life forever.
Griff's better off without you anyway, you table-dancing, brother-stealing home wrecker.
I guess that's my cue to leave then. I didn't mean to upset you, Mission. But one day you'll see I'm right about your brother. I only hope it's not too late by then.
For those just coming back from the ad break, we had a cutscene that thrust upon us involving Lena, the girlfriend of Mission's brother Griff, who had a very different story to tell than Mission. You've run into Lena, an old girlfriend of Mission's brother Griff. Lena informed Mission that it was Griff's idea to leave her behind on Terrace when they left. She also mentioned that Griff was on Tatooine, working on the Zerka Corp mines. Understandably, Mission is eager to speak with him. Well, we'll definitely be going back to Tatooine pretty soon then.
If you've got business with Zerka Corporation, take it to the director's office.
Hold here, Spacer. Zerka Corporation doesn't recommend traveling in Wild Adean. Katarn attacks are especially bad right now. Wookiee hunters usually keep numbers down, but I think they leave certain areas infested, just hoping a Zerka guard will get killed.
Good, I hope they do too. What do you know about the Wookiees?
You're the Wookiee lover. Why don't you tell me about them? I'm sure you're real close friends. Keep your pet on a leash, or you'll be wearing him. I've no love for these animals. I've seen guards ripped to shreds.
I want to so bad, but I'm doing a cannon run, which means I want to be a good Jedi. So the Wookiees are fighting back.
Not anymore. Look, you want to know why the Wookiees are acting compliant? You go ask them. When they rip your head off, we'll fish it out of the Shadowlands and give it a proper burial. How about that?
What can you tell me about Zerka Corporation?
I don't talk to Wookiee lovers. Get rid of your rug, and maybe I won't have you shot.
I'm going past you. I paid the landing fee.
I won't stop you, but you leave this area at your own risk. We're here to protect the company, not you.
Yeah, you made that really clear, guy.
Don't bother me. You're on your own here.
I'd forgotten how, accurate this game was when depicting corporations. Especially those involved in colonization and slavery. Oh! Hi, horrifying spider beasts.
Take that!
Not bad at all, ladies and gentlemen. Let's heal up from that. Excellent. Jedi healing. Best in the business. What have I got over here? Do we have another? Yeah, that's the mission with Mission's brother. Okay. Yeah, we're moving on. Can you sense it? The wind, the sound, the smells. I feel it all now that we are away from the spaceport. This walkway is new, probably built for the slavers, but I remember the trees. My village is not far from there. What can I expect to encounter? No, is there anything I can help you with? It is kind of you to offer, but my problems are very personal. I'm not sure if I'm ready to deal with them. I must warn you of one thing. I don't know if I will be a help or hindrance to you here. My father was very powerful, a chieftain. Perhaps his feelings have mellowed, but if my brother had his ear all this time, I may be very unwelcome. We'll deal with that when the time comes. That is what I'm dreading. My shame was meant to be forgotten on some faraway world. I never thought I'd come back. I'm sorry. I've taken enough of your time. We should press on. Well, hey, a minor frag bind. in front of some people standing around a dead body. That does not look safe. No, I gotta save my repair parts.
This isn't good. I can't afford this. You think I can? Do you know what they get for a healthy one of those things?
We'll work it out later. We've got company. What do you want, Spacer? I'm Patrol Captain Deno, and you're interrupting Zerka Corporation business.
Just hurry up and tell me what happened.
This Wookiee slave got a little rebellious. We had to put it down.
Put it down. We're not animals. Zaba, let me handle this. But the disregard for the life of this Wookiee is too much. I've asked you to let me handle this. Honor my request. I will do so. For your sake, not theirs.
Careful now. That growl sounded pretty threatening. Keep your slave on its leash or we'll have another accident.
Just shut up, you trigger-happy idiot.
Do your superiors approve of you killing Wookiees?
Of course they don't. Why would you ask me that? You're doing some sort of snap inspection? You're trying to get me to admit to incompetence, aren't you? Not going to happen. I stand by my patrol. This Wookiee got out of hand and had to be put down. We'll find another easy enough.
This may cost you more than you know, fool.
Well, it is a bit costly. Look, why are you asking this?
No. We're gonna have to deal with this. I won't allow you to enslave or kill another Wookiee.
Is that a joke? Who do you think you are?
This posting is trouble, friend. Get out while you can. I could force persuade to request a transfer, but I don't think that would teach the lesson.
You make some sense. I wonder what you know about what might happen here. Men, I think we should petition for a transfer. The corporation will survive a fight here, but us frontline guards won't.
If you say so, Captain.
Yes, I say so. Move out. This place just isn't worth the trouble.
Running right through the mines. Gosh darn it, I was hoping those mines would blow up. Vibra sword and a bowcaster.
Huh?
Huh? A Mycal. See if we can sneak by here before they attack.
Yes?
Excellent. We're going to jump over there. Meanwhile, you are going to shoot it a whole lot. And you are going to get to where you can see it. And then shoot it a whole lot.
Yes?
Huh?
Sure.
Viper. I could probably take out the thing called a Viper turret. That's probably smart. That was close. That nearly killed me. Let's heal up for now. I approve of the Wookiees leaving wild creatures on the trail to take out Zerka guards. It's just that they're, equal opportunity. Alrighty then. Now that we're all healed up, let's keep moving forward. There's another one. We'll do that pretty soon. Yep.
What?
Dude, this corpse has on it. Computer spikes parts. Yes, need those parts. Construction kit, medpad, battle stimulant, blaster pistol. Nice, 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 nice. Sure. That's a different one. Another Viper Kinrath. Let's figure it out. There we go. Let's finish that guy. There. Now we need to just chill here for a little bit while my force power comes back, so I can heal up. The wilds of Kashyyyk, am I right? It's a very lush biome with all sorts of creatures. So we've got this guy over here. Not close enough to see who he is yet, but he looks like a Wookiee. Then we got that curling around there where I can see another Kinrath lurking around the corner there. So I think we're going to heal up and then go gank that Kinrath. Surviving on Kashyyyk, especially in the lower levels, is a constant struggle. It's no wonder that the Wookiees are such superior warriors. This is their own personal Salusa Secundus, or Arrakis, or other planet that breeds strong fighters because it's very difficult to survive otherwise. Need a little bit more force there, buddy. That's okay, he doesn't see me yet. I'm fine. We're all fine. There we go. That heals me up. Sure. Yeah, that was pretty good. Hardly took any damage at all. Didn't take any damage at all. Nice. Very, very nice. I approve of that fight. I mean, against the lone Kinrath, I am pretty powerful. Let's see. Stalker,
Yeah?
What?
Oh, hey, I leveled. Yes. Let's do some leveling here. Let's see. For skills, I'm again upping my persuade. I want to be the most persuasive person in the galaxy. For feats, I've been granted the following feats in this level. Improve force jump and night sense. Improve force jump. The Jedi knows that if combat is inevitable, it must be swift and decisive. When an opponent is at range, is targeted with a standard lightsaber melee attack, the Guardian closes the distance almost instantly and also receives +2 to hit and damage on the first strike. This feat is automatic when wielding a lightsaber and targeting opponents with a standard melee attack from more than 10 meters away. The Jedi must have a clear line of sight to the opponent. This feat replaces force jump. Note, using a feat or special attack negates this ability. And Night Sense, furthering their connection to the Force. The Jedi gains an additional sensitivity to the actions of others in combat. This feat grants a +4 defense and is always active. This feat replaces Jedi Sense. What can I do here? Could do Master Power Attack. +10 to damage with that -3. Or I could make it easy to hit, because I'm not hitting too well. And if I do this, that would add another +1 to attack and +1 to defense. And I think that's smarter. I'm going to be a master duelist. All right. Can't do that one yet. That has to be character level 15. So, what am I looking at? Could do throw lightsaber. Give me some ranged powers there. Force suppression, which is like a debuff. Force push. Not doing any dark side powers. That is not canon. Stun droid, which would give me something to do against droids. Or stun, which would give me something to do against peoples. Can't do battle meditation. That's Bastila only. Energy resistance. Force resistance. Shields the Jedi and the Force, absorbing the first 15 points of damage from sonic, fire, cold, and electrical attacks. Jedi move very swiftly. Force aura. I like that. I like that. We're going to take force speed. Now, this is restricted by armor, but with the additional +2, that now balances it out as long as I'm also using Night Valor. So we're going to do that. I'm going to do force speed. Accept that. Then I'm going to no longer during combat. Am I still in combat? How am I still in combat? I'm not still in combat. No, I'm not still in combat. No longer use power battle light armor, and instead use Jedi Knight robe, which drops my defense to 21, but I then add 3 to that to get to 24 with my Knight Valor, and then 2 more to that to get to 26, which is close. Very close. So yeah, we're doing that. I am now in Jedi robes. Woo. Fear me. Fear the Jedi. Actually, don't fear the Jedi. That would kind of be the opposite of everything I wanted to do here. These metal boxes need opening.
Yeah?
Mission.
Gotcha. Simple.
Droid search scope, interface visor.
Gotcha. Simple.
Some grenades, some parts. Good. Need parts for HK.
Yes?
Inquire about primary functions. Resource station model AA4R. Field insertion at key patrol points.
Huh?
Mission, what's your computer use looking like right now? +9. +9. Not that great. I can't do a party swap here.
What?
Maybe I can once I get to the Wookiee village. One can hope. We're going to bring back T7 and hack that supply station. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is going to be a fight.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive.
Oh, really?
He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Mm-hmm. 3 guys like you tried that on Tatooine. Ask them how it went. Okay, we're going to turn on Night Valor. Burst of Speed. Verpine Prototype Shield. And then we'll see where we're at with that. Connie Shield. Okay, I guess we'll just do the Akani Shield right now. And Akani Shield.
Huh?
Battle Stimulant. Battle stimulant. And then shoot. And mission, you should be. Battle stimulant. And then shoot.
What?
Yeah. Yikes! Alright, now let's murder the crap out of these guys. Whoop. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry, wrong button. Ignore the temporarily black screen. Actually, no. No. First thing I want to do. I already did turn on my Verpine shield, didn't I? They're stunned, but that's okay because I took them out. Let's take out this guy who's casting force power. Jerk. And now let's take out Johnny Two Sabers. Dark Jedi ain't nothing. Yellow crystals, poison grenade, Verpine cardio regulator, a double-bladed lightsaber, Dark Jedi Knight robe. Another Connie dueling shield, nice. Can always use those. Another diamond crystal, very nice. A Nextor crystal, don't have that one yet. We'll see what that one does later. And 2 short lightsabers. Okay. Excellent. See if there's any debris or anything over there, because they like hiding clickable items around the edges. A Wookiee guard. That's going to be the way down. So we're not going to go there yet. We're going to go back to the Wookiee village. That turnoff that I saw earlier. Oh, there's more of they regenerate. Okay, well that's
what?
Oh, I should have powered up first, shouldn't I? Gotta remember I gotta do that now before every combat, or else my defense will be horribly low.
Yes?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, still got some healing to do there. And I don't know how many more of those have respawned along this path. Looks like we're clear. That heals me all the way up. save now that I've fully healed. Letting my force people charge for a little bit, but I don't think this is going to be combat. So, let's talk to guard. You are not permitted to pass into the Shadowlands. Only Chunda will allow your entry. Especially when you bring filth such as this one. This mad claw has no place here. Who are you to question my place? You followed Chunda into the arms of outsiders. And yet you travel with outsiders yourself. Speak no more. Chunda will decide if you are permitted into the Shadowlands. Where is this Wookiee I need to see? Speak with Chunda in the village of Ruokoro. You'll decide if you are worthy. Well, I guess we do need to go to that one. I thought that the elevator took us down to the Shadowlands, but no, apparently that path takes us down to the Shadowlands. So let's go back here and hope we don't run into any more Kilrath, because I have killed enough of those today. Running along, Keshi. Stop who you are, outsider. You enter the domain of God. Stand aside. This human is with me, and I want access to the home of my people. You have no rights here, Mad Claw. The human should not have brought this taint upon our land. You must answer to Chunda. What does he mean, Zalbar? What taint? It means me. I am the taint that you have brought back. Shut up. You are nameless with dishonor, Mad. Yours is a foulness that disgusts me. Enough talk. You, the outcast Mad Claw, will be taken to Chunda now. Okay, I'm cool with this. Let's talk to Chundar. Oh dear. Zalbar is going to be temporarily unavailable. We'll bring out T3 then. Step forward and address the mighty and wise Chunda, outsider. I don't often allow visitors of your kind. You are flanked by Zerka slavers. Are they not outsiders? Or have you sold all of Kashyyyk to them? Brother Zalbar, you've been exiled a long time. You shouldn't speak in that tone. Things are different now. You're a mad claw, without honor. You have no voice among your own people. I, on the other hand, am chieftain. If you've made deals with slavers, the truth will get out eventually. You may talk, but no one will believe you. I've had a long time to guide what my people think. They trust me, the mighty Chunda. Even with my brother insane and father enslaved, I rose to protect my people despite it all. Father was enslaved? Mighty Chunda, what are you talking about? I am no runt. Like I said, Zalbar, a lot has changed in your years away. We will discuss this soon enough. What do you want? Why drag us here? I haven't killed Zalbar because he is my brother, and I hoped he and I could come to an agreement. You are irrelevant. may be able to put you to use on a menial task. Zalbar will have to stay here, of course. I would not abandon Zalbar to you. It isn't your choice, Serpent, as I already have him. I have a personal matter to discuss with him. You have other duties. A simple thing. Another Wookiee has suffered the same fate as Zalbar, gone mad and been exiled. He now lurks the Shadowlands. More importantly, he's pestering my Zerka allies during their Shadowland expeditions. It is not good for business. He's standing against you. First of many, perhaps? No one will follow a mad claw. He is merely a nuisance. Besides, he cowers in the Shadowlands. My people know nothing of him. Let's go back to my other question. You test my patience. Do my task or flee to your ship. I don't care which. What happened with you and Zalbar? Give me your version. Zalbar didn't tell you. He took offense to my trading a few of our people for favors and weapons. I didn't understand his objection. Imagine the destruction if Zerka Corporation had come in with blasters firing. I saved many lives. Yeah. Of course, I also gained weapons. Arranged for certain rivals to be taken. I protected my allies, and my power grew. You have a complete lack of remorse for your actions, like a big, hairy hut. I've heard of these hut creatures. They sound like smart traders. They would understand what your exiled companion could not. Young Zalbar had no foresight. He couldn't control his outrage. He attacked me with his claws and damned himself doing it. A few careful stories, and everyone called him Mad Claw, even Father Freya. I easily had him exiled. I won't do this. Do your own dirty work. You don't have much choice. You can flee the planet if you want, but I'm keeping Zalbar here with me. I'll stay until the Mad Claw is dead. The Zerka would never let me hold you. But they don't care what I do with fellow Wookiees.
You can't do that! He can't do that, can he? He can't hold Zalbar prisoner just because he's chieftain, can he?
I need Zalbar with me. As a guide. No. You won't need him to find your way. Over the years, I have had my people trained to understand galactic base. I tell them it's better to understand the enemy. They think it will make Zerka easier to fight. Actually, it makes them easier to obey. Remember, you can't beat me here. No one would dare oppose me to join with an outsider or an exile. You're wrong, brother. Someone would. Yes, Zalbar. You and me. No, outsider. Zalbar's referring to Freya, our father. Why, Zalbar? He ordered you exiled when you attacked me. He went as mad as you when he finally discovered the slavers. He dared challenge them alone. It has not been seen since. That was years ago. As it goes, Zalbar, I rule now. I'll take the Wookiees forward, but there are prices to pay. Don't listen, Zalbar. It's not worth it. No more words, outsider. I've given my orders. I can't hold you here, but Zalbar will stay until you kill
Don't
the
worry,
Mad
buddy.
or the Shadowlands.
We'll get you out of here. You can count on us.
The guards will let you pass now. Leave the village to the northwest and follow the platform to the south, and then east. You'll eventually see where the poor Wookiee waits for you. He'll lower you to the forest floor. Go. Oh, Wookiee is gonna die. I mean, we will hopefully redeem him of his betrayal of his people. You've been given a task outside. Be thankful for your time in the world, and do as you have been bid. I will need directions. The village exit is northwest of here. Once outside, follow the platform to the east until you get where Gurwukin is waiting. It will lower you to the Shadowlands. Though I would prefer that you are simply dropped. You will die down there anyway. What can I expect to find in the Shadowlands? If the forest holds any justice, you will die down there, as would all outsiders. I want directions for what's in the village. Others may speak to you, Serpent Eyes, but I won't. I don't want you to. The sooner you are gone, the better. So the resentment is reasonable, but their chieftain's selling them out to the very people they resent, so I'll be going again. Return when Chundar's task is complete. That is what the chieftain wants. Leave me, human outsider. I do not wish to speak to you. I want to ask you some questions. Why? So you can better exploit it. Why should I speak with you? I travel with a Wookiee. I am a friend. You have a Wookiee marked by exile as a slave. If he is your property, he is no Wookiee. Not until you. I will speak with you a moment, but do not pretend to be a friend. I trust only the word of Chundar. Why do your leaders allow slavers to take your people? What right do you have to question Chundar? What could you possibly know about us? Fair point. It's not like Zalbar's been very forthcoming. Tell me so I might understand. Your interest is surprising. I had not thought an outsider would crack. Still, I shouldn't talk about troubles. Chundar is our leader, and deserving of respect, even without doubt. I've seen this play out far too many times. Who would you rather have as leader? There's no one left that is willing to stand up to the slavers. We wait for the coming of Parker's heir. What do you mean by that? Explain. The ancient Baka was our greatest leader. At his death, he swore that his spirit would live in our true chieftains. His sword would be the sign. And legends say we have always prospered under those that held it, no longer. No one has seen the blade for years. It is a foolish hope. We now follow Chundar. He is sane. I need to know about Chundar. Let's force persuade him. I should tell someone. He whispers anyway. Everyone wonders about it. Chundar has done much. He keeps the slavers from the village, and rules fairly, and keeps order, and keeps us strong. Yes, but his father was better. Freya the chieftain would not have allowed the slaver docking platforms to be built. That's why he was killed. When did Freyr die? Soon after the mad son Zalbar was sent away, Freyr seemed to succumb to the same kind of insanity. It is thought that he died fighting slavers. I like to think so. Chundar has bravely risen to lead us, despite his troubles. What if I told you Chundar is in league with the slavers? I would not believe you. You're an outsider. You lie. You cheat. You enslave us. There is nothing you could say to make me believe. Let's go back to the previous questions. Any recent trouble other than the slavers? Another of our people is missing. If the slavers were responsible, more would have disappeared. This was just one victory. It may be that he died in the Shadowlands. If he did, there is honor in that, and he will be mourned. Who would know more? What makes it your business? I have nothing to say. Speak with his friends, if you must. Warwill and Jarrah maintain a vigil in Warwill's home, on the central platform of the village. I think something called a star map. I don't know about anything like that, but I don't understand your body-bald fools. You're all slavers are crazy. Body-bald fools. That is an insult right there. I like that. You body-bald fool. Chundar wants me to find and... Now, why do you say we're crazy? Our hunters say one of you has been living in the Shadowlands, and that is crazy. I don't know how he survived. It's probably just hunter tales, though. No one could live in the Shadowlands for the years he has. No. Maybe insanity makes you taste bad. I don't know. You tell me. Does insanity make you taste bad? That's a very good question, I think. If the Shadowlands are so dangerous, why go? We go through ritual to prove ourselves. Some exiles are forced to live there. What other choice do they have? Slavery? What exiles live there now? I know of none. I do not enter the Shadowlands. I only hear stories. Nobody really believes them. The Wookiees are worried about a member of their tribe that has recently gone missing. Wookiee chieftain Chundar has asked that you descend into the Shadowlands and perform a task for him. This will allow you to also search for the star map. Chundar is not so beloved as he would have you believe. People doubt him, but there is no one to take his place. Chundar still holds Zalbar, however, and waits for you to do as you were told, and kill the deranged Wookiee in the Shadowlands. That is something I think I need to ask him about. There we go. Chundar wants me to find an insane Wookiee in the Shadowlands. I'm ashamed that he would ask outsiders to track such a creature. Why couldn't our own hunters remove his dishonor? If you must be the one, so be it. Be merciful and quick. A Wookiee without the honor of self-control is a mere animal. And when you are through, do the same to your slave Zalbar. His taint is a curse upon us too. I will speak no more of this. Please do not bother me again. Right, well. Back to the Great Walkway, that's the exit from the village. But I want to find that central platform with the guys who are holding vigil for the Wookiee who vanished. I've already gotten that one, right? Right, but I haven't already gotten that one over there. Aha! Another wicker bin. Computer spikes, microgeals. I need repair parts, not computer spikes, but okay. Oh, what's this? Home of Warwill. Stuck to Warwill then. I've never spoken to an outsider. I mean, Chundar makes us learn to understand you, but I've never been this close to one of you. What are you doing here? Have you come to laugh at us? To gloat about how many of us you take? Can you even understand me? I understand you. I'm not here as a slaver. And why are you here? Can I ask you some questions? Oh, please don't. I haven't been paying attention to anything since Roar went missing. Do you know anything about that? I hope not. I hope your slavers didn't get it. Not that you're a slaver. I'm sorry, I'm very tired. I haven't slept much lately. Who was Roar? Roar? Oh, he's the greatest. He's led hunting parties to the Shadowlands, and even fought outsiders, slavers, like you probably are. He's taught me a lot. He said I could grow up as strong as him, but I'd fight you too. I will. I will. When did Roar go missing? Stop bothering the boy, outsider. He doesn't need you taunting him. But what if they know something? Maybe they could help. An outsider help? Look around your Warwill. Outsiders do nothing but steal and lie, and taint the best among us. Outsider, you talk to me. If you must bother us at all, leave him alone. Go over who Roar was again. He's the greatest. Goodbye. Let's talk to the older one. The Wookiees are worried about a popular member of their tribe that has recently gone missing. Roar cannot be found. His friends Jarrak and Warwill await him in Warwill's home. What is it you want, outsider? You're not welcome here, no matter what anyone says. I wanted to ask you about Kashyyyk. I have nothing to say to you. Go and learn what you can while bleeding our planet of its people and honor. Should we ask if they've seen Roar? They understand us. Most outsiders don't bother to learn that language.
It isn't an easy language to learn, what with all the growls and howls. Big Z told me the whole point was to make it difficult for outsiders to understand.
I will not speak to them, and neither will you, Warwill. I won't allow it. Difficult. Difficult to navigate. I'm Serpent, and I'm here with Chundar's permission. Show a little respect. You're an outsider. Your kind have done more damage here than any one of you could ever hope to fix. Taint us and bring out the worst in everything. You will get no respect from me. I wanted to ask you about Kashyyyk. I have nothing to say to you. Go and learn what you can while bleeding our planet of its people in honor.
It isn't an easy language to...
Well, not gonna get anything there until I find Roar. I got a longsword out of that. An actual longsword. Alright, we're almost done here. Just a few more corners to poke in to see if there's anything worth getting. Ooh, Holder of the Laws. Seems interesting. I don't want any of you as slaves. I'll free you if I can. What, Holder of the Laws, what did the laws say about just, like, robbing you of your stuff? What did the laws say about that? Hello, outsider. I heard of your arrival. I trust you won't cause trouble in our village. We don't want bloodshed. Can I ask you some questions? Sorry, like most of the village, I've been preoccupied by these troubled times. I don't really want to speak with you. Well, not unless you could tell me where young Roar is. Do you keep track of slaves taken? When did Roar go missing? It could be 10 days or more. He was planning a hunt, and nobody seems to know when he was leaving. He is now overdue. I don't know where to start. It is strange. Why do you think it is strange? I don't believe he was taken by slavers. Their slave transports haven't been seen around here. If it wasn't slavers, perhaps he fell in the Shadowlands. I'll search for him, but I don't know where to start. My days of hunting the lower forest are behind me. I could look for him. You could. I never had an offer of help from an outsider. I reserve my judgment for when I see results. I'll be going now. Farewell, then. Barker, keep you well. Okay. Definitely gotta find this railroad guy. He's the key to it all. Key to everything. That's pretty, isn't it? Kind of pretty things that make games fun. It's those little touches. I have a feeling that if I prove myself by freeing Railworld, I'll find at least some people willing to talk to me. That's all I need, some people. Rebellion is tricky. He's got them scared of slavers. They think that if they reach for anything more than what they have, then the slavers will take everything away. I know that attitude well. That is an attitude that is prevalent in politics. The idea that, look, if we actually try to go for a good candidate, then they won't give us anything. That's a shame. But since I've got T3 here, you wanted to call him T7, but T7 is your droid in Star Wars The Old Republic. This is T3. Since I've got T3 here...
What?
Da-da-da-da-da. Let's see. Basic targeting computer, we're going to switch to... There's demolitions. I want... do I not have something that boosts computer probes? I guess I got that. Well, let's see here. Where's a security spike? Does the next work crystal do? It doesn't say until I actually get to a work table. Okay. I wish you could wear that headset, little buddy, but you can't. Security spike. There we go. Well, I guess I'll just do this. Why can't I? I don't know how to use the security spike. Not a usable or equipable item. Not a usable or equipable item. Huh. Oh well. This is only 4 spikes to do. Access granted. Select needed supplies from resource containers. Station shutting down until restock.
What?
Does that put these... What resource containers? Huh. Not quite sure what that did. Not quite sure. Don't know if it did anything. Shouldn't said you would pass? It's the shadow. Go walking below down. The elevator passes. Go walking climb to the basket for the upper branch, but you will go outside. The path is seldom used. There may be vermin nesting along it. Be ready to fight. Okay. Oh, you mean like those vermin? Let's do some stuff here. Let's... There we go. See? Plus a frag grenade on him. Frag grenade. And then attack.
Yeah? Take that!
Nicely done. No damage whatsoever. Nicely done. Over here. Moving faster because I have 4 speed. Oh, there's a guy. I've still got both of my buffs from that, so let's just go. Actually, no, let's not go there. Let's go there.
Yeah?
Sure.
Nicely done mission, stunning him like that. Nicely done. That looks like a kerfuffle. Hey, troll. Nicely done, nicely done. Let's do that next one.
Just die already! Take that!
What do you want, outsider? I won't let you follow us back to France. Your role is not here for your amusement. I don't mean you any harm. I believe that when our planet is free of your kind, I hear. You need to take or destroy. I won't be your trophy, dead or as a slave. Leave me. You have no place here. Just a few questions. I'm a friend. Only a moment, outsider. I won't be this patient for long. What do you know of a crazed Wookiee in the Shadowlands? The only crazed creature I know of is one of your kind, outsider, not mine. We see him from time to time. We leave him alone. He has our respect because he has braved the lands alone. Sometimes he helps lone travelers. He is crazy, though. Our finest warriors help the Shadowlands in groups. Yet he lives there alone. Avoid him. Madness is to be feared. How long has he been down there? Many years. It is impossible to know how many. A decade? 2? Perhaps he can answer your questions. Or kill you. What do you think of Chundar? He is our chieftain and will be obeyed. That is our way. Whether I trust what he says or not doesn't matter. I think in time someone will replace him, for better or worse, I don't know. That will be for Baka to decide. How will Baka decide? What does that mean? Baka was our greatest warrior. His ancient sword is the tool of ascension. The mark of a chieftain. Chundar no longer displays it, not since he took the role of chieftain years ago. If someone else could produce it. I talk like a mere child. This is foolishness. Could a blood relative of Chundar challenge him? It truly would take Baka's blade for that to happen. Chundar is the last member of his family. There were others, but they were marked with madness. We don't speak their names, they're without honor. How has Kashyyyk fared under the Zerka Corporation? You taunt me with a foolish question like that. How do you think my people go missing or die? You can't fight back. Chundar has bartered to reduce the slaves taken, but if any Zerka die, it increases again.
Big Z once told me he had seen paradise destroyed by the greed of outsiders. I never understood what he meant until now.
I seek an ancient star map. Have you seen it? I don't concern myself with outsider toys. Search where you will, I'm not wasting my time. I will leave you now. Yes, go, and don't expect a friendly welcome if you return. This world is my home, not yours. Well, yeah, at least he talked to me for a little while. That was nice. Nice of him. I think I'm gonna get to the Shadowlands, and then that will be it for this stream. I think that's a good place for me to end it. But for right now, still making my way to the Shadowland. Making my way to the Shadowland. Shadowland. A joke that only people who know The Lion King, the Broadway musical version, will know. Gorhookin! Chunda has commanded that I grant you access to the Shadowlands. Gorhookin is what I'm called. Walk with care. Only our bravest return from these lands. Your soft feet are barely tolerated insult. I have a few questions, Gorhookin. Chunda said nothing of answering your questions. Be brief. I want to ask if it's dangerous down there. Those that walk the Shadowlands do so at their own risk. It is a test of bravery among my people. A respected feat. But you come here like the Zerk, with strange weapons. It is so much more than we have, yet you still fear. You are pathetic. You will get no warning from me. Prove your worth to us and to yourself. What do you think of the Zerka Corporation? They have made Chunda strong, so we are all strong. But I do not like them. They are small, hide behind armor. They would not survive the Shadowlands as a true Wookiee. They are not worthy to be there. But Chunda wills it. Has anyone else been allowed down recently? A few, like you, the Shadowlands, given permission by Chunda. I don't know why. Only Wookiees should be allowed. The journeys of my people are very personal. I won't speak of them to an outsider. Tell me of the Wookiees so I might show proper respect. You ask very respectfully. Outsiders never do. I suppose I can mention some of us that have entered the Shadowlands. Latest was Rawar, and he has not returned in many days. He may have died below, but he was strong and able. Many have died recently. Chunda believes one of our own is below, mad, crazed, killing all. I do not know. We find no bodies to examine. The Shadowlands claim them, I am sure. I want to understand why Wookiees revere the Shadowlands. You can't. You must live here to understand. To see harmony and danger. I waste my breath on you. What outsiders are below? For reasons I do not know, Chunda allows those of the Zerka to move the Shadowlands. They care much. And there is another, but he has earned respect. He does not disturb our lives or customs, and he gets angry like a Wookiee sometimes. His name hurts my tongue. He's lived alone in the Shadowlands for many years now. Back to my other questions. Be brief, I'm not your guide. Just unlock the thing and lower me down. The descent is long. Be still, or we will attract unwelcome visitors. I think this is... There we go, lowering down to the Shadowlands. The Wookiee chieftain Chundar has taken his brother Zalbar from you and demands that you kill a mad Wookiee in the Shadowlands. Gorwookin has delivered you to the Shadowlands, so you can begin your search. And with that, I am going to end for the day. Thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. This has been Adlib Gaming. I have been Serpent. We will be streaming again on Tuesday at 9 o'clock Eastern Time in the evening. We will be streaming Pathfinder, our tabletop game. Currently, our heroes are trapped in a carnival that has been transformed by Dark Fae into a thing of nightmares. So come see how that works out on Tuesday at 9 o'clock Eastern. Then on Wednesday and Thursday at 5 o'clock Eastern, we will be streaming. We stream all sorts of things on those days, but always at the right time. And then we stream on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but not in any particularly set time, just as we feel like. But stay tuned to Adlib Gaming. If you liked what you see here, please follow us. Subscribe if you've got a subscription. Remember that being subscribed to Amazon Prime gets you a free subscription every month that you can give to somebody. We would love it if you gave it to us. Take care. Thank you for trusting in Serpent, just in Serpent, and may the Force be with you. Goodbye, everybody.